Are you getting the error could not find the recovery environment on your Windows 10 or Windows 11 PC? Don't worry, you are in the right place. In this step-by-step guide, I will show you how to delete and recreate the Windows recovery partition, and also how to extract the missing WinRE.wim file directly from the Windows ISO. By the end, you will have a fully working recovery environment again, ready for resets and repairs. First, you will need a Windows 11 bootable USB. If you don't already have one, check out my detailed tutorial to create it first. Now, insert the bootable USB into your PC and restart. Enter your BIOS or boot menu by pressing F2, F12, F10, delete or escape. Depends on your system. Select your USB drive and press enter. When the Windows 11 setup screen appears, click Next. Then again click on Next. Click on Repair My PC and then click Next. Choose your keyboard layout. Then select Troubleshoot. Now click on Command Prompt. This will open the command prompt inside the recovery environment. We will now delete the broken recovery partition. Type disk part. Then press enter. Next type list space disk and press enter. Now select your boot disk. I am choosing disk 0. After that type cell space disk space 0. Replace 0 with your selected boot disk number and hit enter. Now as you can see the message, disk 0 is now the selected disk. Now type list space partition. Then press enter. Now here find the partition labeled recovery. Generally 500 MB to 1 GB in size. Select it. Then type cell space partition space 2. Replace 2 with your recovery partition number and hit enter. Next type delete space part space overwrite and press enter. If you see disk part successfully deleted the selected partition, that means the recovery partition is removed. Now type list space part and hit enter. And now as you can see my partition has been removed. Now let's create a new recovery partition. Now select partition 1. This is my main Windows partition. Now type cell space part space 1. Replace 1 with your main Windows partition number. Now press enter. Now as you can see the message, partition 1 is now the selected partition. Next type shrink space desired equals 1024. This command means that I am now shrink 1024 means 1 GB from this main partition. Now press enter. As you can see, disk part successfully shrunk the volume by 1024 MB. Now type create space partition space primary space size equals 1024. Then press enter. Now as you can see the message, disk part succeeded in creating the specified partition. Next type format space quick space fs equals ntfs space label equals under inverted comma recovery. Now check the command carefully and then press enter. As you can see, disk part successfully formatted the volume. Now type assign space letter equals R. This will create and format a new recovery partition with the drive letter R. Now hit enter. As you can see the message, disk part successfully assigned the drive letter or mount point. Now type exit and hit enter. And it will leaving the disk part. This step takes 1 GB from your main partition, creates the recovery partition out of it, and automatically assigns the drive letter R. Now you need to find your USB drive later. So now type disk part again and press enter. Then type list space vol and hit enter. Now in my case, my drive letter is F. Now type exit and press enter. Next, we need to put a fresh copy of winre.wim into that partition. Type dism space / get hyphen wim info space / wim file f space /sources /install .wim. Now replace F with your USB drive later and press enter. This lists all the Windows editions inside the image. Note the index number for your edition. For example, in my case, it's Windows 11 Pro and the index number is 6. Now you need to identify your Windows drive later. So type C : and hit enter. Then type dirt and then press enter. If you see program files and recovery here, then this is your original Windows partition. But if you can't see this on the C drive, then you will need to check again another drive in the same process. For example, E or D drive. Now mount your Windows edition into a temporary folder and copy the required file. Type mkdir space C : /mount. Now replace C with your Windows partition later and hit enter. Next type dism space / mount hyphen wim space / wim file f space /sources /install .wim space / index 6 space / mount dir C : space /mount. Replace F with your drive later. Now replace C with your Windows partition later and replace 6 with your correct index number. Now hit enter. It takes several minutes, so keep patience. Now as you can see the message, the operation completed successfully. Next type mkdir space r : /recovery /windows re. Replace R with your recovery drive later and hit enter. Then type copy space C : space /mount /windows /system32 /recovery /winre.wim space r : /recovery /windows re Replace C with your Windows partition later and replace R with your recovery drive later. Now check the command carefully and press enter. As you can see, one file copied successfully. Next type dism space / unmount hyphen wim space / mount dir C : /mount space / discard. Replace C with your Windows partition later. Then press enter. Here the Windows image is mounted. The winre.wim file is copied into your new recovery partition. You can see it's working. Keep patience and then see the magic. Now as you can see the message, the operation completed successfully. Now type exit and press enter. Now turn off your computer and remove your USB drive from your PC. Now go to Windows Search and type CMD. Click on Run as Administrator. Now in the command prompt window, type reagent C / disable. Then press enter. As you can see, WinRE is already disabled. Now you need to identify your recovery drive later. As you can see, my recovery drive letter has changed from R to F. And for this reason, it is definitely necessary to check it once. Now type the command reagent C / set reimage / path F:\recovery /Windows RE. Now replace the F with your new recovery drive letter and hit enter. As you can see the message, operation successful. Next type reagent C / enable and press enter. Now check the WinRE status by typing reagent C / info and then hit enter. This re-registers the recovery environment. You should now see WinRE status enabled. Finally, let's hide the recovery partition so it doesn't show in the file explorer. So open disk part again by typing disk part and hit enter. Next type list space disk and press enter. Now select your disk. Now type select space disk space 0 and hit enter. Now as you can see the message, disk 0 is now selected disk. Next type list space part and hit enter. This is our partition. Now type list space vol and hit enter. As you can see, this is our recovery drive, which is F. I mistakenly typed this command first here. Here you have to type this command first, which is cell space vol space 1. Now replace 1 with your recovery volume number and hit enter. Next type remove space letter equals F. Replace F with your new recovery drive letter and press enter. Now as you can see the message, disk part successfully removed the drive letter or mount point. Now the recovery partition is hidden again. And now finally type exit and hit enter. Now go to the recovery again and see if our problem has been solved or not. And that's it. As you can see, there's no more error. You have successfully fixed the could not find the recovery environment error. Now when you press Shift plus Restart or boot into Advanced Startup, you should see all the recovery options again. So that's it for today. If this tutorial helped you, then please give it a like, share and subscribe our channel for more tech tutorial and fixes. Your support really motivates me. Thank you. Thanks for watching.